What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode here on Ray's Night Shift, where we talk about everything streaming related. Today's question is going to be, why can't I get Twitch viewers? All right, so let's jump straight into it. Why can't you get Twitch viewers, right? If you're clicking on this video, chances are you're a little disheartened after your stream. Maybe you're just, nothing's working. It's just, I'm putting in the hours, but just no one's coming through. Like, why can't I get people to find my channel? Why can't I get, solid traction when it comes to building this thing? Why? And I'm here to tell you today that it's okay. Let's take a step back. All right, so I want to give you guys a quote that I've always enjoyed hearing. I've always enjoyed telling people whenever, it relates. And I don't know if it's completely true to the original, but this is the way I always have said it. And that quote is, it's hard to see the forest when you're buried in the trees. Now, what does that mean? Essentially, it just means when you're freaking out and you can't find your way around the forest because everything looks so similar, maybe it's time to take a step back and actually get a bird's eye view from a helicopter or something, even though I know you can't do it at the time. But essentially, what does that have to do with anything, right? Well, it lets you know that, hey, if you were to take the time while you're actually lost in the forest and pictured in your head that, okay, this isn't gonna go away, but there is a way out if I have the right perspective, it's gonna help you out so much more than just running nonstop through a forest not knowing where you're going. So let's apply this to your streaming. Really quick, if I have earned your like at any point during this video, by all means consider subscribing and hitting that like button. It really does help me out here on YouTube with the whole algorithm and everything, so I really would appreciate that. I do make streaming content weekly. And with that said, let's keep going on with that analogy we were just talking about. So we talked about being buried in trees when you should be looking at the forest. And I want you guys to really think about that when you talk about your streaming careers, right? I know you don't think about it as a career, but really you just got into a business where people can tip you and subscribe to your channel to really give you extra income, maybe as a part-time job, or maybe you just want to try it and it's fun for you and it's a nice hobby that pays you from time to time. But however you look at it, we should really dive in on what you're getting yourself into. So in my opinion, there's about 3 streamers that you're going to encounter. The first streamer is going to be the one that just tries it out, does a couple hours, and maybe does it for a month or two and just quits because, hey, it's difficult, life got in the way, yada, 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 right? Then you're going to have the second type of streamer, right? This one's right in the middle where they're not super dedicated to where they want to reach, like, they don't want to make it their full-time job, and they also don't want to stop. They're just, kind of right in the middle. They're just traveling. They're just riding the wave, essentially building up a community and just seeing what they can take out of streaming in general. Like what skills can they pull out of this, right? And the third type of streamer is going to be the one that really just excels at it. It's the one that you're going to be talking about down the road that has the social media following, has all the money from, sponsored deals, all the subs and stuff like that. But I don't really want to talk about the ones that gave up, and I don't want to talk about the ones that are super successful. I want to talk about the ones right in the middle. Now, the ones right in the middle, I think that's a really good place to be because those are the ones that learned essentially, okay, this is difficult. They stick to it and they build a community. But this is why I'm going to say I like the middle class first. So the reason I like the middle section first, right, is because you're able to have a life outside of streaming and you can still have some side cash on top of whatever it is you do as far as your job goes. So it's very difficult to create a community, but if you're in the middle, it's so much less stress. I mean, you still have to work and you still have to do everything that the successful streamers are doing. The only difference is that you're okay no matter where your ship goes, because essentially you're just in it for the long haul. You're in it to build a community. You're in it to have your own little side, hustle. And it's a good place to be. And the reason I say that it's a good place to be is because essentially all the skills you take as far as being able to market yourself and get people to actually care about what you do is because, well, essentially you could take that anywhere you go. I firmly believe if you're able to grow a community of about 30 to even 120 people, right? You can literally take that anywhere in life. You could take that into your job. You can take that into maybe building another business whether you sell insurance or really sell comic books, it doesn't matter. As long as you see what it takes to actually build something, that's what you should want to get out of it for the most part. So relating back to the quote, you really should be worried more about where you're going rather than where you are, because again, when you take those skills literally anywhere with you in life, it's going to be so much more beneficial. Keep in mind, say you do this streaming thing for a year, right? And it just doesn't work out. Who cares? You have plenty of more years in you. So by all means, I say keep on going, and not to be like a quick, oh, well, there's a quick motivation. It's more, it just take it into perspective that this is hard, but if you're able to accomplish this at the end of the day, you're going to have a lot better time compared to someone that just, gave up. And that's towards any facet of life. So with that said, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If I earned your like at any point during this video, by all means, consider hitting the like button and subscribe to the channel. Also, comment down below if you have any questions for me, and you can always catch me live on Twitch. Same name, Ray's Night Shift. With that said though, I hope you got something out of this, and I hope I made sense for the most part. I really like making these videos for you guys. And with that said, I will see you guys on the next one.